her in thanking God for her 76th birthday celebration. This program is
Good evening, guys. Nice to be here. I trust everybody is doing fine. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me now? For those that were complaining that they can't hear me. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. It's so great to be here. So great to be here. Trust me, it's going to be an interesting experience. So thank you all for registering, and to those that made it, a big congratulations to us all. Yeah. Thank you. Please let's keep the comments hot, please, so make it interesting. Okay. All right, thank you. I wish it was possible for me to get an introduction for you from you guys also. I would have really loved that, right? So yeah, my name is Emmanuel Akobe Ajibolu. I will be one of your facilitator for this learning experience. Trust me, it's going to be an interesting one. I would advise that you brace up. Please brace up. In my class, there's no room for laziness. It's going to be work. Trust me. But then, as long as you are willing to put in the energy, trust me, it's going to be a fun experience, and you're going to make the best out of this in the next 3 months that we'll be working together. Yes, for the person asking if the class will be recorded, trust me, we will do that. We'll do just that. Yeah, so please in the comment section, please just comment your name, your experience, your background, where you are joining us from. Let's just try to make this session interesting. Yeah. All right. Okay, so it's coming already. We have Simi from Lagos, Abigail from Lagos, Chioma. Oh God, this is okay. We have somebody coming from Ekiti, Aisongota. We have a lot of persons from Lagos here. Okay. Lagos again. Seems Lagos is having it. All right. Seems Lagos is having it. We have quite enough. Everybody here. Okay, now I'm seeing a cross river. Thank you. My crossivarian, my sister in the faith, right? Yeah. Okay, someone from Uyo. Nobody from Abuja. I'm actually coming. I'm here from Abuja. Okay, we have somebody from Malawi. Oh, nice. Deborah from Dubai. Oh, nice. Lovely. Okay, Temitope from Abeokuta.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello. Please, can you confirm you can hear me? Can you hear me, Emmanuel? Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
All
Peace. How
right.
you doing?
I'm
I
good.
can hear you, but let me confirm from the students if they can hear you.
Yes. Yeah. Someone has dropped to chat.
Okay, okay. Nice
Yeah.
having you here.
Yeah.
You're
You
looking
too.
so lovely this evening, peace. What's the
Sure.
secret?
It's good.
What's the secret? Yeah,
It's no
thank you.
secret. It's good. How's good?
All right, well, bless God. We bless God.
Okay. So can we start?
Yes, yes, ma.
All right. I need to share my screen. Right.
All right, ma. Oh, somebody's joining from Makodi. Oh, nice, nice.
Please confirm you can see my screen.
Okay, not yet. Still it's loading.
Can you see it now?
Oh, not yet, not yet. Still coming up.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, Elizabeth from Kaduna. Thank you. Thank you.
All right,
Okay, someone is saying she can see your screen.
can you see my
And
screen?
please confirm in the comment section if you can see Peace screen, please. Okay, Victoria says she can't see it.
Oh,
Okay, Patience is also saying not yet.
all right. Okay, I think I need to go back and
Okay, it is up now. It is up at my own end now.
yeah, I can. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right. So, good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure having you on this call. My name is Peace, and I'll be one of your facilitators on cybersecurity. I'm working with my very distinguished colleague, Mr. Emmanuel. So um, we are starting this evening with an introductory session, right? And we would want everyone to be open to questions. We are open to questions, and draw us back if we are speeding, right? So this evening, I would want us to start with an overall introduction of what cybersecurity is. But before then, before we start, I would like to do a rundown of our curriculum, what we would have to do for these sessions, right? For the period of this training, we would have some things to cover in cybersecurity. So, one, we're able to put up our modules, right? And in the modules, we have units, study units that would help us guide our pace in this training. So here we have module one, study modules. We have module one, we have introduction to cybersecurity. Under that, we'll be looking at defining cybersecurity, the cybersecurity landscape, types of cyber threats, the impact of cybersecurity. For our module two, we'll have network security. We'll have under that, we'll be talking about network fundamentals. We'll be looking at TCP and slash IP and the OSI model. We'll also be looking at network security principles, having our focus on firewalls, intrusion detection systems, VPN. And we'll also be looking at network attacks, DDoS, and man in the middle. That's for our module two. Then for module three, we'll be discussing operating system security. Under that, we will be looking at operating system vulnerabilities, user accounts management, patch management, malware prevention and removal. Okay, so for module four, we'll be looking at security policies and compliance, under which we'll have importance of security policies, compliance frameworks, incident response planning, right? Emmanuel, am I still on the call? Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Emmanuel. Okay. Hello, Emmanuel. Can you confirm you can hear me? Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Emmanuel, are you there? Okay, as I go ahead, for module four, we'll be talking about cryptography and secure communications, cryptography basics, under which will be under which will be under which we'll be looking at cryptography concepts, encryption, decryption, and hashing, right? Then, secondly, we'll be looking at symmetric and asymmetric encryption, and we'll also be looking at digital signatures and certificates. All right. So now for our module six, um, Our module 6 will be looking at secure communications, under which we'll have secure email protocols, we have web security, we have secure remote access, right? And then for module 7, we'll be touching wireless security, under which we have wireless network vulnerabilities, we have Wi-Fi security standards, and we have mobile device security. So please, can someone confirm if I'm audible? Okay, for module 8, we'll be looking at cloud security. We'll be looking under which we have cloud computing security models, the IaaS, we have the PaaS, and we have the SaaS. And we'll also be looking at cloud security threats and countermeasures. Then we also have identity and access management in the cloud. That's for our module 8. Now, for our module 9, we'll have digital forensic and incident response, under which you have digital forensics, we have digital evidence collection and preservation, we have forensic tools and techniques, we have investigating computer crimes. Okay, now we have our module 10 here. We have incident response, under which we'll be looking at incident response planning and procedures, incident detection and analysis, containment, eradication, recovery, and also post-incident activities. Then for our module 11, we have penetration testing and vulnerability assessment, under which we'll be looking at penetration testing methodologies, vulnerability scanning tools, and then ethical hacking techniques. Then for our module 12, we'll be looking at security awareness and training, under which you have importance of security awareness, developing security awareness programs, and social engineering and phishing prevention. Then for module 13, we have advanced security topics, under which we'll look briefly on threat intelligence. We have security information and event management. We have security orchestration, automation, and response. And then we have emerging security trends. Then the final module contains our capstone project, which has to do with real world security projects and also project planning, execution, and presentation. Okay. Um, any question so far? God, my video is on now. Okay, can you see my slide now? No, I can't. Emmanuel, I can't hear you. Okay, so I'm sorry, my slide wasn't moving. All right, so I think I need to take that again. Right. Okay. So now we have study modules. We have module one, Introduction to Cybersecurity. We have defining cybersecurity, the security landscape and types of cybersecurity threats, and also we have
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Please, can you guys confirm in the comment section if you can hear me? All right, all right. Thank you very much, peace. Saying that we had a little bit of technical issue. I've been talking since, but it seems nobody could hear me. All right, thank
okay.
you, thank you,
Oh,
thank
can
you.
you hear
All
me?
right. Yes, I can hear you now, please. Also, your cameramen, your kids. I mean, they are very lovely.
We,
Yeah,
our fuel just finished. There's no someone went to get fuel,
yeah, I
and
can
there's no
understand. Ah, seeing you like this, I think I will reconsider my plan to stay single for a much longer time because I will
why.
need people like this to come and assist me in calls like this, right?
It's okay. So I
Okay,
think
but
we
yeah,
can start,
I
right?
think your screen is pretty cool now, right? I can see your screen. I see the
Okay.
Modo One displaying over here.
All right. Okay. So um, that's module one, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay. So and confirm if they can see and hear me clearly.
yes, loud and clear here.
All right. Thank you very much. We are so sorry for the break in transmission. We had little technical issues, right? So I was doing a rundown of our curriculum for this boot camp, right? And we have curriculum that have been divided into study modules that will help us in this very boot camp. So for our module one, we have Introduction to Cybersecurity, under which we have defining cybersecurity, the cybersecurity landscape, types of cyber threats. We'll be looking at malware, phishing, direct denial of service, and some others. And then we also have the impact of cybersecurity. Then for our module two, we have network security, under which we have network fundamentals, the TCP, IP, and the OSI model. We also have network security principles, where we have the firewalls, intrusion detection systems, the VPNs, right? And also the network attacks. We'll be looking at the GOS, the DDoS, and man in the middle. Then for
Mm.
our module three, we
Man in
have
the middle
operating,
is actually one of my favorite piece. That attack is a very
well,
cool kind of attack.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
we
One of
have
my
a lot.
personal favorites.
Yeah, that's interesting. So for module three, we have operating system security. We have operating system vulnerabilities. We have user accounts management, patch management. We have the malware prevention and removal. All right. So for our module four, we have security policies and compliance, under which we'll be looking at importance of security policies, compliance frameworks, incident response planning. Then for module five, we'll have cryptography and secure communications. We'll just look at the basics, cryptographic basics, and then under which we have cryptographic concepts, the encryption, decryption, and hashing. We also have symmetric and asymmetric encryption, and we have digital signatures and certificates. All right, so for module 6, we have secure communications. We'll be looking at secure email protocols. We'll also look at web security and also secure remote access. Module 7 here we have wireless security, we have wireless network, under which we have wireless network vulnerabilities, Wi-Fi security standards, and mobile device security. Module 4 here, we have cloud security, under which we'll be looking at cloud computing security models. We'll have cloud security threats and countermeasures. We'll also look at identity and access management in the cloud. All right. So now for module 9, we'll be looking at digital forensics and incident response. The digital forensics one, we have the digital evidence collection and preservation. We'll also be looking at forensic tools and techniques. Then we'll have investigating computer crimes. That's for module 9. Then for module 10, here we have incident incident response planning and procedures, incident detection and analysis, containment, eradication and recovery, and then we have post-incident activities. Oh, Emmanuel, we have a lot to cover. It's going to be an
Yes,
interesting one. Yeah.
yes, yes. It
So,
is.
yeah, so yeah, for module 11, penetration testing and
And
vulnerability assessment. I think you should say
also,
something
please,
about this.
I think some of the students are saying you are going a bit fast, so maybe you should
All right.
reduce the
Okay.
pace for.
Okay. All right. So should I ask them where they would want me to?
No, I think everything has been good. Like this is our first time with them. Don't worry. With time, they will match
All
up
right.
with our speed. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. So for module 11, we have penetration testing and vulnerability assessments. Yeah. Then we have penetration testing methodologies, vulnerability scanning tools, and ethical hacking techniques.
Mm,
You want to say
okay.
something about this? Right.
Ah, no. Let's get there. Let's get there. Then let's get there. Let's not
All right.
drag this too long today. Let's
It's
get
all
there.
right. Okay, now for module 12, we have security awareness and training, under which we have importance of security awareness. We have developing security awareness programs, and also we have the social engineering and phishing prevention. Right, then for module 13, we have advanced cybersecurity topics. We have the threat intelligence, security information and events management, security orchestration, automation and response, and then we have emerging security trends. Then the final module, the last one, definitely not the least, we have our capstone project that will have to work around real world security projects, and then project planning, execution, and presentation. All right. Sorry, guys, for being a bit fast. If you need me to go back through some slide you didn't get, I can just do that before we go in for the business of the day. Yeah. So, Emmanuel,
Yes, please.
okay, so can I proceed?
Okay, I think Christiana Chuku said you should please go over module 7, 8, 9, 7,
Okay,
8, and 9. So I think we can just have that.
no problems.
All right, thank you.
Okay, now, okay, this module 6. Module 7. For module 7, we have wireless security, under which you have wireless network vulnerabilities. We have the Wi-Fi security standards, and we have the mobile device security. Okay, so let me hold on a little, maybe for those that need to get this right. Then,
Yeah.
module 8, we have cloud security, under which we'll be discussing cloud computing security models, cloud security threats and countermeasures, identity and access management in the cloud. Okay, then module 9 will have digital forensics and incident response. The digital forensics, we have the digital evidence collection and preservation. We have forensic tools and techniques, and also we have investigating computer crimes. Now, for module 10, we have incident response. We have under which we talk about incident response planning and procedures, incident detection and analysis, containment, eradication, recovery, and then we have post-incident activities. Then for module 11, we'll have penetration testing and vulnerability assessments, under which we have penetration testing methodologies, vulnerability scanning tools, ethical hacking techniques. Okay, so then for module 12, we have security awareness and training. We'll be looking at importance of security awareness, developing security awareness programs, and then social engineering and phishing prevention. Then module 13 takes us to advanced cybersecurity topics, where we'll be briefly talking about threats intelligence, security information, and event management. We have security orchestration, automation and response, and then emerging security trends. Then our final module has our capstone project that has to do with real world cybersecurity projects and also project planning, execution, and presentation. Yeah, I think that's all for our curriculum for this bootcamp.
Yeah, all right.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. Peace. Thank you. Thank you very much for that comprehensive introduction. Thank you. So just to attend to a few questions. Yes, you'll be getting all the resources for those that have been asking. So don't worry, the resources will be be properly communicated to you. So that won't be a problem. And yes, it's a live session which is going to be recorded. So getting a recorded version of this session will also not be a problem for those that are asking. Yes. Okay. Let me check if there's any other question before we move on to the activity for today, where my boss piece will be doing justice to cybersecurity.
See, he's the boss.
All right. Okay. Oh, finally, I have somebody joining in from my city, city of Abuja. So I'll have bias
Uh,
towards the Peziel Alkali. So that person, I'll have bias. Please don't blame me. Don't blame me.
it's not loud. It's not loud.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not.
All right, I think we've addressed all the questions here. So please feel free to carry on, please.
Okay, so all right. Um, we're going into the business for today, right? Okay. Okay, can I proceed? All right. So, okay, for today we'll be looking at shortly. We'll be looking at we don't want to have information overload today. So once we had already started, I would encourage every one of you to create out time to go through this topics or this module. It will enhance your learning processes, right? And so now we'll be looking at module one, parts of module one. We can cover. We have another session for tomorrow. Okay, now we'll be looking at introduction to cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? Right? Most times we hear cybersecurity, cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity all about? And cybersecurity is the practice of protecting and mitigating attacks on systems, on networks, on programs, even on data from cyber attacks. Yeah. So this practice of protecting and mitigating attacks on systems, on data, on networks, on individuals from cyber attacks is called cybersecurity. And these cyber attacks are usually aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information, right? Once they get what they have in mind done, like having this attack carried out, their aim is to gain access, to change, or even to destroy sensitive information, extorting money from users through ransom, or interrupting normal organizational processes. So, this is what cybersecurity is. One, it is a practice of protecting and mitigating attacks. And these attacks are mostly aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying sensitive information. So, any practice that is being put in place to protect these attacks from happening is what is called cybersecurity. Okay. Um, Cybersecurity applies to various areas from business to mobile and even cloud computing. We'll be looking at all of this in the course of our bootcamp because cloud computing is part of the curriculum that was just listed. And it also encompasses several key categories. One, the network security, as it's safeguarding computer networks from intruders and malware. Secondly, we have application security. Cybersecurity ensures that software and devices are threat-free to protect data, and they also protect data. Then, number three, we have information security. Cybersecurity encompasses protection of data integrity and privacy, both stored and in transit. No matter the nature or at any point the data is being, whether in transit or stored. It is one of the very responsibility of a cybersecurity personnel to make sure that this data retain its integrity or their integrity and also their privacy, both in store and while on transit. And also we have operational security. Here, cybersecurity helps manage data assets, also manages user permissions and storage, and also manages sharing procedures, right? Operational security here has to do with managing of data assets, that is giving permission, who has permission to what data, and also who has permission to either stored data or data in transit, and also the sharing procedures, who has the access or who has the permission to share some certain data. So all of this is under the operational security that cybersecurity covers. Then we have number 5, we have disaster recovery and business continuity. Okay, responding to cyber incidents or data loss, what if in a situation whereby this attack has taken place, right? What does it mean there's no remediation? No. For cybersecurity, we have responding to cyber incidents or data loss and restoring operations and maintaining continuity. You wouldn't say because a system is attacked, that's all. As business is crumbled and all, you need to restore operations and also continue with your business, right? And then 6, we have end user education. Here we empower, cybersecurity empowers individuals to prevent security breaches by adopting best practices such as avoiding suspicious emails and attachments, right? So this, at this point, end users education is very eminent. It cannot be overemphasized, right? Because once an end user has a knowledge of what he or she should expect or see as a cyber threat, it helps in avoiding suspicious mail, that is phishing and some other attachments, right? So end user education cannot be overemphasized. Organizations are always advised to carry out this form of security, this form of cybersecurity, this category of cybersecurity, to help their end users um, have a knowledge of what cyber threat looks like. Okay, now cybersecurity is broadly divided into two. Okay, we have the offensive cybersecurity, which the cybersecurity experts study the methods used by hackers. There are two. You will see the second one. We have the offensive cybersecurity, and we also have the defensive cybersecurity. Here, for the offensive cybersecurity, experts study the methods. There are methods that are used by hackers to break into systems, to break into networks, to break into organizational database. All of these methods are being studied in order to have a knowledge and also to improve their own security measures, right? So under this offensive cybersecurity, we have the ethical hackers. Who are these ethical hackers? Think of these as friendly spies, right? They are not harmful. They are ethical hackers. That is, they work with the ethics of cybersecurity, and so they are friendly spies. Organizations hire them actually to test their online activities and systems, right? So when organization hire this set of experts to carry out like to carry out an activity on their system or on their network. They are not harmful hackers. They use the same tricks that malicious hackers use, but their goal is to find weakness and then use the weakness as a tool to improve security, not to steal information or cause damage or harm. For hackers, their main purpose is hack into systems, hack into websites, get information, steal information, and cause harm, cause damages to organizations. But in the case of an ethical hacker, they are hired for um, gathering or going through the system of organizations, finding out what vulnerabilities are seen, and also showing that organization or writing a report to the organization that hired them that, okay, look, oh, we have this, we had these findings um, during our exercise. There are vulnerabilities, there are weaknesses in these systems, and then they'll have to improve on that weakness or the vulnerability that was found, right? Sorry for the break. Then what actually what is offensive security? What is it all about? Offensive security is all about staying one step ahead of the hackers, right? Getting information, getting reports on possible vulnerabilities, possible weaknesses of systems, and being ahead of hackers. So once a vulnerability is cited or is being seen in a particular okay, in a particular organization, they are one step ahead. And it's about understanding the threats and actively working to strengthen defenses rather than waiting for an attack to happen, right? So we can see what offensive security is all about. It is a form of being one step ahead of hackers, understanding the threats in systems, in networks, and also profiling solutions that would not allow this threat or these attacks to happen. All right. So, Emmanuel, you're welcome back. Then we have another category of cybersecurity. We have the defensive cybersecurity. The defensive cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting internet connected systems, including hardware, software, and data from digital hackers or from cyber attacks, right? Its purpose is to prevent unauthorized access and data breaches by implementing various security measures, right? For offensive, they are hired to run a test, to carry out some vulnerability tests on systems, and get a report on possible vulnerabilities seen in a particular system, and then working towards preventing that attack or preventing hackers using that vulnerability space to hack or attack the system. But for defensive cybersecurity, it is a practice of protecting internet connected systems. So they don't really wait for attacks to happen. Measures are put in place to protect internet connected systems, including the hardware, the software, and data from cyber attacks, right? Okay, so its purpose is to prevent unauthorized access and data breaches by implementing various security measures. And some of these measures, some of the key components here are risk assessments. Here, and the risk assessment identifies the risk assessment identifies what needs protection, what risk exists, and what measures are needed, right? They identify what needs protection, the data that needs protection, the network that needs protection, what risk exists, right? In line with that data or the protection of that data or the system, and what measures are needed to protect that data. Then we have access control. Here we ensure authorized individual can access systems and data. So measures are put in place to authorized users or individuals to access systems and also data, right? Then the firewalls and antivirus software. Okay, the firewalls and antivirus software serves as barriers to block malicious traffic and detect malware. A lot of, or most of us, we use firewalls, but we wouldn't really know that these are called firewalls or antivirus software that blocks malicious traffic, right? Not all traffic in the network is a good one, right? There are malicious traffic. Okay, right? Then we have intrusion detection system, the IDS. Here, it monitors for unusual traffic patterns or policy violations. All of these would be we would see them in our real time scenarios, right? When you have for the firewalls, you're blocking, you're preventing malicious traffic, and then when you have this, you for the IDS, you need to monitor unusual traffic. You need to monitor unusual traffic patterns or policy violations. Okay, all right. Then okay, now we also have some other things we'll look at based on the based on the key components we were discussing based on defensive cybersecurity. We also have secure network protocols. This ensures protocols like the HTTPS, the secure shell, ensure data moving in and out of your network is encrypted and authenticated. All these are for the defensive type of cybersecurity, right? And then we have passwords and authentication. Passwords and authentication methods control who has access to data and services. And then we have patch and vulnerability management. Patching and vulnerability management are crucial to fortify defenses. When we'll be talking of patches, you would have a clearer understanding of what patch management is all about. Then here we also have user awareness training. When I was giving the introductory part, I talked of end user education. So it's also part of this. This helps people reorganize and respond correctly to cybersecurity threats like phishing emails. So once a user is aware of some of these cyber threats like phishing and all of that, it helps the user to really know whenever such malicious and links are sent and all of that. So user awareness training, as I earlier said, cannot, or end user training on it or education cannot be overemphasized, right? So it helps people recognize, the end user really recognizes a threat when one is being popped up, right? Then the goal of defensive cybersecurity is not to achieve 100% security, which is nearly impossible. And let me reinstate this. No network is 100% secured, right? No network is 100% secured. So that's why most times we have patches. We need to do an updates and all of that. And then, but to manage and mitigate risk as much as possible, that is what defensive security really achieves. It is not to achieve 100% security, which is nearly impossible, but to manage and mitigate risk as much as possible. It's about making your system resilient and sorry. It's about making your system resilient and able to recover quickly in the event of a breach and all of that. Okay, so Emmanuel, I don't know if you would have something to say at this point. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Emmanuel. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if we have any questions before I go to the next topic we'll be talking about. Any question? Questions, please.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes, I
All right.
can.
Everything is pretty good. Everything is pretty good. Yeah.
Hello,
Everything looks.
Emmanuel.
Everything is pretty good from here.
Okay. So, any question?
So let me check the comment section for questions. Okay. Okay. I think we've resolved the link issue, guys. For those that are asking questions. concerning the link. Okay. Please, if you have any question pertaining what has been discussed so far, please can you please kindly drop it in the comment section so we can address them before moving on. So thank you very much, Temitope. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, please, your questions, please. Okay, I want to believe nobody has a question. I want to believe nobody has any question, but I have one piece. Okay, so I
Okay.
mean, in your experience, which aspect of cybersecurity is more interesting? Is it the offensive or the defensive one?
The offensive for me,
Ah, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. All right. I love that answer. You said offensive for you, right? That means somebody else is going to come and say
yeah,
is the defensive part of
sure,
security
yes,
that is interesting for him or her, right? Yes.
yes,
So the point I'm trying to make is whichever one your passion lies, please feel free to chase after it, right? Because we'll be introducing that to the students, right? To you guys in the course of this class. So please don't feel offensive guys are cooler than defensive guys, and defensive guys don't think you are cooler than the offensive guys. The end goal is security. So offensive, be it defensive. Okay, please, someone has a cool question for you.
all
You have
right.
another person who said hers is also offensive, but we have Deborah saying for her, why is it offensive security for you? Why do you say offensive security is more interesting to you?
Is that question directed to me?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
From
so all right,
Olorosho
so
Deborah.
okay, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, offensive is more interesting to me because I think I would want to really know those things that hackers really do, right?
Yeah.
Those vulnerabilities and those access points they really get, and then I would want to say, okay, so these are what these guys do, and okay, so I have to work against what they do. So
Mm,
me knowing what they know and would also help me prevent them from attacking my
mm.
system, my
Mm,
network.
nice,
Yeah.
nice, 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 nice. Yeah, beautiful. I mean, just like you said, everything is personal, right?
Yeah.
It's just you. Somebody else will come and say, nah, what am I doing with offensive security? Nah. Why will I want to be destroying things when I could be a good person and keep things safe, right, from being destroyed? Yeah,
Yeah.
you have another question directed towards you. But I think I will attempt this before leaving you to do justice to it. So Damilola Oladapo asks that my question, ma'am, you said no network is 100% secure. So is it that it is not possible or achievable? Yes, so let me just touch it briefly before leaving you to do justice to it. Yes, no network it can be 100% secure, right? Because in the greatest risks when it comes to security is the human factor, right? Humans will always be humans. Humans will always disobey, right? They will always click on the link when you said they should not click on the link. So, in as much as you try to implement all the best practice technology wise, the human factor will always be something that will come in to break a network. Yeah, so in security, we've come to accept that no network is 100% secure. So therefore, it's only we try as much as possible to make sure that bad guys do not come in, and if they should come in, we have the right tools, we have the right mechanisms, we have the right measures in place that can inform us that a bad guy is around, and then we can also take the necessary action towards kicking them out of the network or preventing them from doing further damage to the network. So that is just my little input, so I'll leave Peace to take on from here.
Oh yeah, as Emmanuel rightly said, no network is 100%. Though I think I dropped it down my slide. No network is
Yes, you
hundred
do.
percent
Yes,
secured because remember those programmers that work on this network are humans, as he rightly said. There are 100% like the possibilities of making mistakes, and also with the evolving technology we are experiencing, technology evolves, right? So your
yes, very
system
true.
in quotes, you might feel it's 100% today,
Yeah.
within 3 hours something
Yeah,
is
there's
already
just a
new,
critical vulnerability out
a new
there.
set of,
Yeah, very
you know,
true, very
and
true.
then you can't just, yes. So immediately you find out that that system you think is 100% is already -10 or 5% from what you think it used to be. So one human factor is involved, and also the involvement of technologies, and um, each day we have new technology coming up, and then new ideas coming up. So your system cannot be 100% safe.
Okay, okay, we have quite a number. Thank you very much, please. We have some very interesting questions in the comment section. So, someone asked, somebody, let me see. I think I missed that. Somebody said she prefers defensive security. Christiana Chuku said, "I prefer the defensive or ethical, if I'm not mistaken." And are they different? Yes, Christiana, they are different. So most
Yes,
time when
yeah,
you hear ethical
yeah,
hacking, a lot of with in the context of using that, a lot of times people are referring to the offensive security, right? That is the attack, right? The defensive security has to do with protection. Yeah. So
mm.
cool. Now we have another question that is totally out of this, but I think we can touch it briefly. Someone is asking, Emeriam, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the name correctly. He's asking, what was the vulnerability in the case of the recent GTB cyber attack? Beautiful question. So, I mean, to the best of my knowledge, right, nothing serious really happened GTB's website, right? So in security, right, we have what we call asset classification, right? So there are some assets that might be public facing, but it's not necessarily a critical asset, right? So GTB's website, which got a cyber attack, right, to the best of my knowledge, is not where payment is being initiated and stuff. And to the best of my knowledge, also, these are bloggers, right? Sometimes they just need traffic, so they could just cook up interesting stories. Even me as a cybersecurity person, when I saw it, I was like, this looks so serious. Is it the same thing I'm seeing here? So it wasn't something so serious. Yes, I mean, I don't know the full detail, but to the best of my knowledge, it wasn't something so serious. Yeah, it was just the blogger trying to get traffic as always.
Yeah.
Yes. So someone is also asking Blessing Omowumi is saying, can one operate a defensive and one operate a defensive security and also offensive security at the same time? Yes, sorry, please, did you get the question?
Okay, so right. Yes, I did. I did.
Okay.
You can, but you need to put interest in one.
Mm.
As an offensive security person, you should also know some things about the defensive. While as a defensive, you should also know some things about the offensive, right? So because you need to, they work hand in hand actually. You can't just exonerate offensive because you're defensive, and you cannot exonerate the defensive because you're offensive. So they work hand in hand actually, but you need to, maybe you want to specialize, right? You need to be a like a professional in one. It doesn't
Yeah.
make you a novice in the other, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Very true. Very true. So just to add a little to that, so we have, I mean, we have color coding in security, right? So offensive security is called red team, defensive security is called blue team, right? Then we have something which when red team and blue team is working together, we call it purple teaming, right? That is like mixture of red and blue. Yeah, so it will be to your advantage if as a red teamer you have a little bit of experience with the blue team, and also as a blue teamer you know how the bad guys are getting into your network. So it's going to help you a lot professionally. Yes.
Yeah.
So to the next
Hello.
question,
Yeah.
please can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, so
Yes, I
Adaku is
can now.
asking that what are the types of hackers that we have? Okay, okay.
Okay. You said something. Can you come again? Sorry.
Okay, so Adaku was asking that what are the type of hackers that we have?
Okay, we have the black hat hackers.
Yeah, yeah.
We have the white hat hackers and gray hat hackers, right?
Mm. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. So Adaku was even saying there are two, but you just explained now that there are three major classes of hackers. Yeah. And, okay. Cool. We have another question. Someone is asking about governance, risks, and compliance (GRC). That is it also a branch of cybersecurity? Yes, it is a branch of cybersecurity, and we'll also be touching that aspect of cybersecurity during the course of this training, right? We'll be touching that. So you notice in one of the modules we have session on compliance, right? Where we talk about
Yeah.
policies like HIPAA, policies like GDPR, policies like DC. What is it called? This one for financial guys. Yes. So we are going to be touching that also. That is for Oshe or Joy. Yes, for Joy, please. We'll be touching GRC very much during the course of this training. So I hope that answers your question, Joy. Okay, fishing. Someone is asking for fishing. Sarah Gada. Don't worry, we'll get to treat that
You get to
as
know more
class.
about that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I won't just be telling you, oh, fishing is ABC. We'll be showing you how to carry out this in real life scenario. Trust me, this is going to be fully hands-on. So brace up, guys. Brace up, guys. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so we have a question from Alonge Kuburat. Kuburat said, what is the most recent cause of cyber attack? Okay, so there are a lot of reasons why cyber attack happens. So we can't say, oh, this is the most recent cause of a cyber attack. Okay, okay. So Folorunsho Short Deborah is saying she doesn't understand most of our terminologies. Okay, that is fine. That is not a problem. So this is just introduction, you get. So what we are just trying to do is to spike up your interest So in subsequent classes, we'll be explaining most of these things to you. Yes, we'll be explaining it to you. So don't worry, we are going to touch everything. No stone will be left unturned. All right, thank you. All right. Don't worry, don't worry. Today is just introduction. Don't worry. We can just touch a little bit. We need this to be as interactive as possible. Thank you very much, Abimbola,
Yeah.
for your suggestion. Thank you very much, Abimbola.
Okay, what was the suggestion?
Can a
Sorry.
person who yes, so she was saying we should just stick to answering things relating to today's session only.
Okay,
Yes, to
okay.
avoid confusion. Yeah. To today's session only. Yes, to avoid confusion. All right, so I think that will be all from me. Thank you very much. Peace. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you, everyone. It was really interactive, I must say. Um, thank you. We have, I think, we'll just talk briefly on cybersecurity landscape, the cyber trend landscape, and then we'll call it a day. I want to share my screen. Okay. Okay. Please, 1 second, please. It's coming up.
All right, so okay.
Okay.
All right. Peace. What do you feel about
Yes.
leaving this till the next time? Because it's almost time to end the
Okay.
meeting.
Okay. All right. Okay. So no problems. All right.
All
Thank
right,
you,
guys. So
everyone.
thank you all
Yeah. See
for
you.
coming today. I just want to attend to one last question. Someone was asking about money. Yes, very important. Someone was saying which aspect of cybersecurity pays more. Yes, so don't worry. The both parts pays, right? For offensive security, if you are good at what you do, you get a good pay. For defensive security, if you are also good at what you do, you also get a good pay. So yes, both are very financially, they are very rewarding financially for both aspects, guys. Yes. Yes, thank you very much, Esther. Yes. All right. So thank you very much guys for coming today. See you. Today is just introduction. So thank you all very much. See you in the next class, guys. See you in the next class.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Hope to see you in the next class. Enjoy your night.
The lady
The world of technology